Alrighty. Good morning. It's me, Ron, your resident bug. Welcome back to another quick little um, review and excitement over new Veleno cards. There was a lot of cards revealed today. This new Dragonic Overlord order that you can see down here. A couple cards for the Flam lyrical deck. I don't remember what it's called exactly, I'll be honest. I didn't particularly care, so don't worry about it. It's okay. So first and foremost, I would like to go over the art for the new cards for the Velenos. So we've got this new grade 1. They've chosen to give us a very perfectly androgynous little fairy bug thing. I am loving it, and it's a single rare, which means I can get this in frame rare availability, so I'm very excited for this card specifically. We're going to start with that. Of course, I think its ears are cute, a little hairstyle, kind of reminds me of Yelan from Genshin. It's not a perfect hairstyle, but overall the colors and theming of this card is just generally pretty nice, pretty nice. So then going on to the second card, of course, I love this art even more because how could I not? You somehow have the maid outfit with like a type of kitty ears with butterfly wings. Got like the claw type of fingers. You got the beautiful overall outfit, and it's just gorgeous in color scheme. The hairstyle is swirl right here is pretty, and a little bun. So overall, really enjoying this card. It's triple rare as well, so I'm looking to get my hands on a couple of the high rarities of this card. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get 4 frame rares, but if I'm not, I'll just get some SRs and a frame rare, which is perfectly fine. So the reason I did this over here instead of over here is because the reposted ones are just a little crunchy, so I just wanted to do that. But we're going to go ahead and start with the grade 1, the Veleno Famiglia Direone, or Direone. I'm not sure. On the other thing, it said Dilione, and that one was a little easier for me, so I'm hoping that they keep the L instead of the R, but we'll see how it comes out in the world. So of course it's a sylph or fairy of sorts. Aha, trying to cause trouble in our turf? You must have a death wish. This little guy is threatening death. That's pretty cool. Gotta love it. Bro's got the right vibe. So he's got 2 pretty important abilities. Auto when this unit's placed on rearguard circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Lascaria in its card name, Soul Charge 1. Really just good. It can help us with our Grudoli as well as with the new grade 2 that we got, so it will help us in the long run to have the extra soul, even though soul charging on its own is not the most perfect thing to have. It kinda can be a bit of an issue every now and again, but it's okay. Then auto rearguard circle. When this unit boosts a grade 3 or greater unit with Veleno in its card name, energy charge 1. So the energy charging is excessively nice. So if you're going first, I apologize, or second, we'll get into those. But like overall, your energy calculations are a little whack. So if you're going first, you are living your best life. You get 6 energy, but then you call this guy, you get an extra soul, and you get the extra energy, so you're up to 7. Let's say you use 2 blitz orders, you're down to 3. The next turn, you energy charge 3, you're back up to 6, and then if you have this still on your field, you get to energy charge 1, making it so that you did not lose any energy. This is really good, especially with the new card also having an energy cost, but we'll get to that in a minute. So overall, out of 10, I would rate this a 5 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it definitely is really helpful. If it was an energy charge of 2, and maybe like choose a card from your drop zone to put to soul, that would make it so much better, because then at the very least you're not running the risk of decking out or soul charging triggers, that type of stuff. And of course, more energy never hurt anybody, so I would rate it a 5 out of 10. Overall, for the art, I'd rate it a 7. I really think it's cute and definitely not like catered to Lolita fans, and I'm okay with that. So getting on to the grade 2, this one is way better. Take note when sharing this tweet to Discord, the insect race tag will get eaten up due to HTML reasons. No! So, anyways, her name is Veleno Famiglia Egregios or Egregios. I'm not sure which of the two it is, but I'm going to call it Egregios because I think that's cooler. Captivating everyone, a cruel beauty. She sure is. So she is beautiful, obviously. Let's go back to the art. We're going to rate it a 9 out of 10. I think she's not quite as beautiful as Lascaria herself, but she is gorgeous indeed. So coming back over here to the very packed skills, we've got one, two, three abilities. And mind you, this was the stuff where they did tell us that we were going to have a little bit more of a generic card, and I'm very excited for that actually. So, auto, if your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater insect, this cost can also be paid with Soul Blast 1 and Energy Blast 2. So we're going to pause it right there. Who can use this? I'm not sure if Levidros can. I'm pretty sure he can't. I think he's some sort of dragon or something of the sort, or high beast or something of the sort. He's not high beast. I don't know. I don't remember him being an insect though. She, of course, is an insect. Lascaria is an insect. Stoiraja is an insect, so this could help those decks type of thing. And any future insectoid vanguards where this could come up. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle from hand, other than during your battle phase, cost Counterblast 1 or the other cost of Soul Blast 1, Energy Blast 2, depending on your Vanguard. Choose a card from your drop zone with a different card name from this unit. Call it to rearguard circle if it's a normal unit with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, or put it into your hand if it's a blitz order. That first ability on its own is really, really solid. You can call this unit from your hand, call Grudoli off of it, and then off of Grudoli you can call something else, and so you get 3 cards to field for calling 1. Of course, if you're using this cost, it's a Soul Blast of 3, Energy Blast 2, and you get 3 cards to field, but every Veleno card has its way of getting you some sort of advantage in one way or another, so it's good. It can be worth it. It can definitely be worth it. So then, continuous rearguard circle during your turn. If your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater insect, again, same thing with the other decks, this unit gets power plus 5k. So it's a 15k attacker, thus putting it on par with actually Aerophis, who's a 13k attacker until, other numbers come in, but we're just counting it on its own. So it's a 15k attacker basically at base if your Vanguard's grade 3 or greater. I think this could have been, maybe not grade 3 or greater. It would help you with your grade 2 turn. Just not a lot. It would be like 15k, so they need 10k minimum to guard it. And so I think it's fine. It's not bad. It could be a little bit more, and that's all. Good stuff. And then lastly, auto rearguard circle once per turn when you're grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Lascaria, specifically Lascaria, in its card name attacks, cost Counterblast 1, stand this unit. Not grade restricted like Aerophis, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit then gets an additional 5k power. So, what do we have here? We have a unit that's on par with Aerophis in size. It has the same 5k as Aerophis when restanding. It has a restand that it can use on your opponent's grade 2, and ignoring the Aerophis type stuff that it has, it also has an ability to basically be a Grudoli as well. This card is fucking insane. I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10 on the ability ability side. I think it's really hefty on the cost for this first ability, which is valid. They don't want us to have too much free stuff. It's valid to give us a little bit of an extra charge. So can't really complain about it being hefty, but I do have to complain because I would rather it be free. What? Who said that? The power gain itself just puts it on par with Aerophis, and of course, because it's a grade 2, it has Intercept. You might still want to run Aerophis because of this guy down here, boosting a grade 3 or greater Veleno. It doesn't have to boost your Vanguard, so if you have a back row of these guys, you can energy charge 3 more every turn. I mean, that's not going to happen often, but you totally could. So if you have 3 of these guys and 2 Aerophis or another Lascaria in your front row, yeah, it could happen. So then, The last ability, the restand, I think this is like the most 10 out of 10 part of its ability. This is insane. I mean, geez. You got 15, 20 plus Lascaria 25, then Persona Ride 35, and that's not including any boosters that you may have. So you've got, instead of 28, you've got 30k, which is the same guarding power uh, as Aerithus overall. So it's the same guard, but it's got its own shield, which is definitely helpful, and then its own other abilities, which are also big helpful. So overall, out of 10, I would rate today 10 out of 10. The arts are gorgeous. I'm going to bling the crap out of this deck continually as long as I have it. I've got sleeves and art commissioned of it. I've got a playmat commissioned of it. Might honestly, like, I might commission a second playmat that includes her and maybe one other unit like Aerithus on it, because I think Aerithus is really hot. But we're gonna save that for some future time where we talk about that at a different date. Either way, I think this will change the way that we build the deck overall. Uh, let's be honest, the deck does need an update, and I'm currently running Saphira and or Morpho, depending on how I'm feeling. Morpho will help you in the early game, and Saphira, of course, will help you also in the early game. Morpho just has different abilities, and if you run Morpho, you're going to run the red Zorga order. And if you're going to run Saphira, you're just going to want to make sure you get like an Aerithus or something to drop zone, and then you can call stuff early game as well as stack your deck. And sometimes it can really help to confuse your opponent or make them worried that they're about to get crit, and so they overguard. And no, you just stack the Blitz order on top of your deck. So I think there's a lot of different things that are going to happen for this deck with this release, because obviously new grade 1 and new grade 2 that are both very usable, but you want to run them together is going to cause just a little bit of discord, and so you're gonna have a couple different builds, of course, but overall it'll be worth it because this card is beautiful and really strong, and I think this is a net positive for Lascaria. I think that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Probably do like a deck rebuilding video with the new cards for Lascaria when we get to it. I might do a second Stoy Raja video because we just got new support for it. So maybe I won't be as dead as I've been for months. I might post a little more frequently, and hopefully I do, because I genuinely enjoy posting. I know it's not for content. I'm not trying to get as popular as I can. I'm just trying to, post content about my personal Vanguard journey, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying it. I love it. It makes me very happy. So thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully you have a wonderful day.